Hey everyone, welcome back to Reasonable Setups. So on Friday, we had a daily close right at this support and resistance level. This is a very important level for the bulls if we want to have the next leg up and potentially take the new all-time high. And we need to get this level as a support. So we closed right at this level, as I said, and it's uncertain right now how things will develop, especially after the announcement of new tariffs starting from June on EU. So yeah, markets can get defensive as well. On the short term at least, but overall you can see structurally we are above a 200 EMA on a 4-hour chart, and if it is just a retracement and the retest, there is a decent chance we can have a bounce around 618 or 0.5 level, and a maximum potentially to close this week opening gap. And if we are on a 1-hour chart, first of all, you can see that we lost 200 EMA, which acted as a support a couple of times. And yeah, most probably we will try to close this week opening gap. But of course, if we lose this opening gap, and there is a high chance we can have retest of these lows on NQ. So yes, on the Bitcoin chart, I want to show you the Bitcoin chart, which was relatively strong against SPX and Nasdaq pairs. But if Nasdaq is doing a lower high, at least in a short term, and having a retest to the downside, I think Bitcoin and all the crypto assets will outperform to the downside as well, and we can potentially have a huge sell-off until this 65 to 70k area. Yeah, but of course, as of now, this is a complete uptrend. There is no need to kind of short anything on the cryptoverse right now, especially Bitcoin, which is the strongest one. You can see all of those altcoins are having sell-offs during the weekend, but Bitcoin is the break even. So imagine if Bitcoin has a 5-10% correction, what will happen with alts, right? So yeah, overall, only Bitcoin market. This is a Bitcoin market right now. And I will expect Ethereum and alts to have some rounds after the QT actually ends. But of course, this tariff uncertainty doesn't give me much positivity on the QT's ending. Yeah, overall, 4-hour chart is in an uptrend as well. Yeah, so we had a new all-time high on Bitcoin and back to the range right here. And I will expect, if, as I said, if there is any bad news, Bitcoin will and overall crypto assets will outperform to the downside as well. On the Ethereum chart, Ethereum Bitcoin chart, I think, yeah, Ethereum Bitcoin chart bottomed out to me, but it doesn't mean that Ethereum USDT bottomed out. We can possibly have some downside momentum, but it is very important that Ethereum holds at this range around 618 level, which is 2150. It will be very good to hold around these levels, and then potentially have the next leg up to the target is the yearly open. And if, of course, Nasdaq doesn't have its lower high, you can see here it's a lower high, and we are right at this very important level. On the ADA chart, USDT dominance, which is very important for the bulls, because you know that USDT is the main driven force for the Bitcoin. You can see here we are right at this previous support and resistance level, and my speculation is from here we can have a really nice upside momentum, which will indicate the risk of for Bitcoin and altcoins as well. And my speculation, as you can see here, is to hit the 7% level, which is the weekly the fair value gap, and from these levels, potentially we can expect some kind of bounces on Ethereum and altcoins, in my opinion. And lastly, the volatility chart. It basically hit my target at 17, and we had this volume imbalance close. But of course, we are holding at the above the midline of this balance, 21.1. We had another imbalance at 33, which I expect to be closed before another leg down, because you can see there is too much noise here. I think we can have some kind of a retracement to these levels, potentially 34 to 40, before we have another sell-off on the volatility side. That's pretty much it. And lastly, I will check the calendar for this week. So there is a holiday, Memorial holiday, on Monday in the US, but from Tuesday we have some important economic events, the consumer confidence. We have FOMC minutes as well on Wednesday, GDP numbers, and core PCE numbers on Friday. Yeah, it's going to be a short week, but of course we have some important events this week as well. For the closing part, we can have some kind of short-term downside momentum. I expect that. Then this week opening gap is very important level to me. And if we are losing it, I think there's a decent chance we can have a retest to these downside levels as well, if there is no good news on this tariff side as well. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll try to make another video during the week. Thank you so much. Bye.